Igbo ọma na-ege ntị, anyị abịakwa n'ọzọ. Anyị na-ekenekwa unu n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị sịkwa unu nke echiri ya zelo. Ozi anyị wetara unu bụ ozi dị mkpa, nnukwu ozi. Ozi a kịta anyị wetara unu bụ onye ọbụla bụ onye Igbo na-egela ozi a, onye ọbụla bụ onye Biafra na-egela ozi a, onye ọbụla bụ Old Eastern Region na-egela ozi a. Ịma na onye ahụ, achọghị m ịkpọ iyi, ịma na onye ahụ ego eji wee mee ego isi nne ya na ya n'iyi, because o nwere izi nji wee kwudu okwu. Enwere onye a gwara na Fulani nwere big powerful agenda in this country. Ndị mmadụ ka na-alahụ ụra, as in people ka na-alahụ ụra maka ya. Our Biafran PM, the Dogu Commander no Messi, Maazị Simon Ekpa, o nwere ife o reveal. Ibu na Igbo onye Igbo, listen to this script, listen to this. The Biafran Prime Minister reveal a shocking secret, a hidden agenda by Fulani. Ọ dụwa ka ọha m n'ọnụ, because ife menji si na Igbo bụ Igbo na anyị ga-ege ya bụ ife bụ na anyị nidiri igi ya ka anyị wee mara ebe mmiri si wee baa ọpịa ụgbọgọrọ, so that ka anyị wee mara na o nwere ka ife si wee tọọ be echi. Ị mara na this voice na on 8th of May 2023 that Eastern News reveal this secret. Write that date in your mind. Kene Simon Ekpa ebe ọbụla ị nọ, ebe ọbụla ị nọ, na-ekene Maazị Simon Ekpa and onye ndu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Alright, ka anyị kwụsị na ebe a, anyị egosi unu ya bụ audio clip kunu gee ya, mana kaba na alụ ka efe ichere n'ihe a, because your comment matters a lot to us. Give it up in a comment on the comment section below. Alright, over to you, sir.
You are there speaking good grammar, speaking big grammar, arguing who is Niger Delta, who is Biafra. Nigeria is already taking over. Fulani has taken over Nigeria completely. It is over. It is all over. Now listen to this.
Not me talking. The president has said it to Nigerians already.
2021.
December 2021. That is essentially 2 years from now. That's what it is. So now that's that. Now phase two, and we really don't want to, because of our history, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. We want to show Nigerians first that phase one is what we say it is, and this is what we're serious about what we're talking about. But phase two, just for our people to know, is that by December 2023, we're building right now. We're in the process of finalizing the financing, I should say, to be very precise, on a $2.8 billion gas pipeline, because Mr. President has strategically seen, he's looking into the future, and he can see that oil is going to give way eventually. By 2040, oil is not going to be the commodity that it is right now. But what will still be a very hot commodity internationally is gas. So what Mr. President is doing is he's placing the Nigeria into a kind of a strategic pivot from oil, maximizing our oil production now while it's still hot, but ensuring that we use those resources to pivot more into gas. So we finished the FID, the financial investment, the final investment decision on NLNG Train 7. Now what that means for us is that one third of our total gas production in the nation today, one third of it is going to be added to the current total of gas that we're adding, just with this one added Train 7 that we're putting into place. So it's a very big deal. That's just one effort. So now we're building this $2.8 billion pipeline that's going to come from the Niger Delta through Ajeokuta into Kaduna into Kano. Now the medium term, and this is why I say the president is a visionary. People don't yet know, but they're going to be finding out as time goes on. The reason why he's constructing it is for two reasons. One, we need to industrialize northern Nigeria. It's very, very important for several reasons. Social reasons, economic reasons. We need to do that. That's number one. Number two is we want to connect that gas pipeline up through Niger Republic into Algeria, Tunisia, and all of these North African countries that need our gas. They are dependent right now on insufficient gas supply from some other countries, and they have interest in making sure that we have this abundant gas, and that could be the future of the Nigerian economy. So instead of talking about oil revenues,
$2.8 billion project is not reflecting in the budget. $2.8 billion pipeline project, the Senate did not approve it. $2.8 billion project. At least if the Senate have approved it, we don't know. They have approved it in the secret. We are not aware. Nobody is aware. So the approval and the readings in the Senate must have been secret because nobody have talked about it. So $2.8 billion to lay pipeline. On that pipeline from Niger Delta is targeting at they have to achieve two things. One is industrialization of northern Nigeria. Industrialization of northern Nigeria. It is not industrialization of Nigeria. It did not say boosting the economy of Nigeria, rather industrialization of Nigeria. Two is to bring oil, gas to the northern Africa, where the jihadists that will come to fight for them will be coming from. The government that have already pledged to pump and supply them with jihadists to come and fight over Nigeria. That is, now they are going to compensate them with gas so that they don't have any business with Niger Delta. Are you hearing that? And by the way, the facial expression on those ladies, they are just priceless.
Talking about oil revenues and talking about
we're switching already.
We're moving into agriculture. We're moving into solid mineral reasons. One, we need to industrialize northern Nigeria. It's very, very important for several reasons. One, we need to industrialize northern Nigeria. It's very, very important for several reasons. One, we need to industrialize northern Nigeria. It's very, very important for several reasons. One, we need to industrialize northern Nigeria. It's very, very important for several reasons. For several reasons. Social reasons, economic reasons. We need to do that. That's number one. Number two is we want to connect that gas pipeline up through Niger Republic into Algeria, Tunisia, and all of these. Number two is we want to connect that gas pipeline up through Niger Republic into Algeria, Tunisia, and all of these North African countries. Number two is we want to connect that gas pipeline up through Niger Republic into Algeria, Tunisia, and all of these North African countries. Now, we're going to close financing on that with a Chinese firm within the next, I believe it's now 4 months from now. I think we're expecting it around February or March to close on the finance. Now, once that is done, we begin construction. Now, on that pipeline, we're going to build 3 gas-fired power plants on that pipeline. Simultaneously, we're not waiting for the pipeline to finish. We're doing it together so that they finish together. So now what you're going to have is you're going to have a gas-fired power plant in Abuja, 1,350 megawatts. You'll have a gas-fired power plant in Kaduna, 1,350 megawatts. And another gas plant in Kano, 1,350 megawatts. You put that together, that's 4,000 megawatts.
One Nigeria people, one power plant in Abuja, another power plant in Kaduna, another power plant in Kano, because these 3 places are the only Nigeria.
We're going to build 3 gas-fired power plants on that pipeline. Simultaneously, we're not waiting for the pipeline to finish. We're doing it together so that they finish together. So now what you're going to have is you're going to have a gas-fired power plant in Abuja, 1,350 megawatts. You'll have a gas-fired power plant in Kaduna, 1,350 megawatts. And another gas plant in Kano, 1,350 megawatts. You put that together, that's 4,000 megawatts. Now,
I ask you all to go and watch the Ahmedu Bello Proclamation, Philosophy, Modernization of Nigeria. Nderireri. The one Nigeria, Nderireri. The governors, Nderireri. Senators, Nderireri. All the people shouting one Nigeria, you have been scammed. You have been scammed. You have been scammed.
Alright, in the by Dalun, this audio clip you just get it. Gịnị ka iwere ike ikwu ọ dị mkpa because ịma na ife anyị na-azọ n'obodo a na anyị bụ ndị Niger Delta bụrụ ndị nke a bụrụ ndị nke a bụrụ ndị nke ndị a na-aba anyị ime na-alụka Fulani na-aba ime na-alụka and I know if they na-pursue ife na-ewere isi na-akọsa ọsọ ọnụ n'elu na ife na-eji ime na be anyị n'ala Igbo na-egodi na ife Maazị Nnamdi Kanu a na-ekwu onye ọbụla ada anụ ntị, onye ọbụla were chọrọ ịnụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu a na-adọ aka na ntị na ya bụ ife na were chọrọ ịnụ. Ife nji kpọkwa ya bụ audio clip ewụọkwa ihe ọzọ bụ if for the remembrance and for the remarkable. Today's date is May 8, May 8, 2023. Fulani will a very bad agenda to the entire Southeast, to the entire Biafrans, and we need to wake up. Biafrans need to wake up. Onye ọbụla bụ onye Igbo n'ebe ọbụla ị nọ, ọbụna i wake up, one day bụ na ife you know the service na bụ na gbapụta town, bụ na ife ilu na erutebe side na one day ịlapụ bụ na lapụ ụlọ niile anyị lụ na village gbagote na town, and ọchụwazie gị na town maazị eme ya alụzie n'oshi maazị ebe ị ga-anọ. Yes, because amaghị m ihe na-eme anyị. I can't tell and I can't understand what is happening. Anyị kwesịrị